Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to week 3 of the Not So Casual Pokemon League, and I'm recording my preps for the battle against Corman. So, my team on the left here remains unchanged. We haven't had FAs yet, so I can't change the team, but I also don't really plan on it, because I actually like this team quite a bit. Looking at Corman's team here, we've got big speed threat with Meowscarada, some more speed with like Raikou, and beyond that, you got some breakers with Mamoswine and Slitherwing. Moltres kind of can break or be defensive, and then like some utility guys with Tinkaton, Uxie, Dragalge, and Feeny can kind of do a little bit of defensive utility and can Calm Mind. So this is a fairly threatening lineup. The lineup was helped in the drafting phase by Linny and Skitten, so two very good drafters. So you see a pretty good lineup here. For me, obviously, Masquerade is always a threat. It's a big, scary 20-pointer. It's never not going to be a threat. And looking beyond that, Feeny, I need to make sure I don't lose to a Calm Mind to Tapu Fini. And then we have Pokemon like Mamoswine, who is, frankly, impossible to switch into no matter what I bring. Raikou might show up because I don't have any, or my ground type's kind of bad. It's Donphan. And Scald really would be a problem for Donphan. Slitherwing, I don't know if it'll show up. It's done pretty well from the past. I think my team's pretty good into it, but it is good against Darkrai as a first impression. It can prevent a choice Darkrai sweep. And then there's Moltres, who I don't know if Moltres will show up, but I do have a fair bit of rock moves, so I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. And Tinkaton, who's fairly likely, I think. And then Uxie, who I wasn't expecting that much, but I did some prep games and both players brought Uxie, so I'll have to see if it shows up. Dragalge and Malamar I don't think will show. So let's go over what I brought. I have the base right here. So the Darkrai here, I mostly want to spam Will-O-Wisp. I know Feeny does prevent Will-O-Wisp, obviously, but my idea is it's faster than Meowscarada. If it Scars Meowscarada, we can use Protect to see what move it locks into. And Will-O-Wisp is really good versus Meowscarada, Mamoswine, and Slitherwing, and solid versus Tinkaton, who's kind of the most likely Darkrai switch-in. So it's just good at crippling a lot of the Pokemon that Darkrai has trouble with. Obviously, I can't really use it if Misty Terrain's up, but Feedy's usually leftovers, which means that it's not that many turns of Misty Terrain. Protect is for Slitherwing's first impression, so I can kind of keep playing around if Slitherwing's here. I might drop Protect because, on the one hand, while it is good first impression, I don't really have a good move to hit Slitherwing and resist Dark Pulse, and non-stab Sludge Bomb isn't really that impressive, so I might drop Protect for... I don't know. I'll look at Darkrai's move pool, but that's the one slot I'm debating right now. Zapdos here is pretty standard special defense Zapdos. I want to be able to switch in on Feeny and Raikou and Roost and Toxic and Volt Switch. Again, you might be thinking, oh, that's a lot of status moves given that there's a Feeny, but, Feeny isn't going to be having to train up for the rest of the team that often. Zapdos is here just to be defensive, switch in on Moltres, Feeny, Raikou, heal up, even Tinkaton, heal up, switch around. Dragalge, I really want to get a T-Spike up, because his grounded poison is his Unmega Dragalge, which is probably not coming. It's not that scary. I have good Pokemon against it. It would just be nice to get some T-Spikes up. If you don't know, Feeny gets affected by T-Spikes because it switches in first, takes hazards, and then sets up Misty Terrain, so Toxic Spikes actually do affect Feeny, which is great. Other than that, I just Sludge Bomb to spread poison, Surf to deal damage specifically to Mamoswine, who's the, I believe... Well, Mamoswine and Tinkaton are the poison resists, but Surf is our best move for Tinkaton as well. Unless we want to miss Focus Blast, but I don't. And then Tauros here it's able to hit the entire team super effectively, right? Fire, Electric, Fighting. We don't have Earthquake, I guess, so not Raikou, but CC does a lot. Fire, Rock Slide, Fire. Can't hit Uxie super effectively, but yeah, it hits a lot of the team super effectively, and Rocky Helmet obviously is good versus Meowscarada, especially if it tries to click Triple Axle into something like Zapdos. Lycanroc, I'm planning on just doing... I'm planning on playing this game pretty fast and loose, because between Mamoswine and Meowscarada, I imagine this is going to be a very, offensive, sack-heavy game. So I want to just lead with Sash Lycanroc, get up rocks, and kind of make progress no matter what. comes out. Some people suggest that I go Crunch because Uxie has shown up to a lot of these prep games. I might. Tinkaton really makes me want to keep Drill Run, but I could do it over Stone Edge. I don't know. Think about it. And then Silvally, normal type moves are actually weirdly really good here. If you look at this team, hit by normal, hit by normal, hit by normal, hit by normal. Right, like the only resistance is Tinkaton, who, Silvally's not great versus, but I have Parting Shot if I really protect Tinkaton coming in, and Fire Fang. But yeah, multi-attack just clicks super well against this team. So I'm just adamant Scarf. Scarf to outspeed like Meowscarada or like a Trailblaze Mamoswine or something, and yeah, multi-attack just clicks super well. Rock Slide is from Moltres. I think I'm actually going... That was from an old build before I had a choice item. I'm going to replace that with Facade in case I get burned. And yeah, let's look at Zapdos. I might... Or, sorry, Darkrai. I might... Swap Protect. There's no point in setting up because of Slitherwing, but I might swap Protect for... Well... What would I swap before? It'd be something to hit like Slitherwing and I guess Dragalge or something. I could do like Psyshock, but I'm never going to be in on Slitherwing if I have Protect, right? I'm always switching out. And if I call the switch, Wisp is the best option. Psyshock would be good for Dragalge if it shows up. I don't know. I think Protect is good. I think I like Protect, because especially with Willis, if I burn something, or if it's like poisoned by Toxic Spikes, I can just rack up chip and get leftovers. So yeah, we're going to stick with Protect. Okay. But yeah, that's the team. Hope to see you for the match.